Welcome to CGDsports.net. How you doing? Dave Stein here with you from Cedar Rapids, where the Cowgirls are facing the Beavers of Wilton in round one of the Class 2A state volleyball tournament. Wilton coming out of southeast Iowa. Let's get my directions right. There are two seniors on this team. One is a starter. Otherwise, very sophomore heavy in their starters. They only dropped 3 on the season. 35-3 is their record. Conference record was 11-2. They finished first in their conference. And some of the players to look for: Kelsey Drake. She has 385 kills on the season, and number 12, Ella Caffrey, with 306. Now, let's also take a look at your Clarion-Goldfield-Dows Cowgirls. 29-6 overall, 7-0 in the conference, finished first, and led, of course, by Morgan Middleton. 526 kills, and second would be Kendall Lindemann, 225. They're introducing the Cowgirls first. They are the visitors in today's competition. They're talking with the non-starters right now. Nikki Kapka, sophomore, 5'9". Brooke Askelson, number 2, is 5'3", sophomore. Number 7, Delia Swanson, 5'8", sophomore. And number 25, Clarissa Hasty, a 5'4" freshman. Nicole Waters, a 5'7" junior. And we're number 23. And now the starters. Number 4, Kendall Lindemann. She's 5'8", junior. Number 5 is Emma Conlon, a 5'6" junior. Number 6 is 5'2", sophomore Jaden John. I'll make that 5'4" sophomore Jaden John. Lexi Lane, a 5'8" freshman. Elena Friesleben, a 5'6" junior, number 10. Number 16 is Summer Traub, 5'8", sophomore. Number 17, Morgan Middleton, a 6' junior. Coached by Jenny Terhart. Now for the Wilton Beavers. Mackenzie Palachek is a 5'5" senior. Number 4, Ellie Hugian, a 5'9" junior. Taylor Dreyfall, number 5, a 5'4" freshman. Number 6, Lauren Thompson, a 5'5" freshman. Number 8 is Jocelyn Zeiser. She is a 5'9" freshman. And Peyton Sosada, number 19, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 21 is Courtney Bishop, a 5'3". She's a 5'3" sophomore. Now their starting lineup is number 1, Kelsey Drake, a sophomore, 5'10". Number 3 is senior Taylor Garvin, a 5'8" senior. Number 7, a 5'10" sophomore, Joanne Martin. Number 11, Olivia Overson. She's a 5'10" freshman. Number 12 is Ella Caffrey. She's a 5'10" sophomore. Number 13, Alex Garvin, a 5'6" sophomore. And number 16, Mallory Lang, a 5'5" sophomore. And that is their starters. Libero's number 16, that is Lang, I should say. They are coached by Brenda Grunder, and she is in her 34th year in coaching. Both teams shaking hands, or slapping hands, I guess it is, at the center of right at the nets. We'll have the first serve coming your way here in just a moment. Cowgirls will be on the opposite side of where I am set up. They will be serving from right to left in their white jerseys, black shorts, And of course, Jaden John, the libero, in a black jersey, black shorts. Wilton, they are in blue with gold numbers and kind of designed on the sleeve and black shorts. They will be starting off serving, and serving will be Ella Caffrey, a 5'10" sophomore. She's also the setter. It's a different perspective when you're down here because media sits at court level, right at the end of the court. So literally, we are looking at everything. Here we go, set number one. Caffrey, her serve across. Lindemann with the dig. Here is the set from Friesleben. Middleton from the outside, and boom, it's going to drop in. Point one to the Cowgirls.
Back to serve number 3, Jaden Jondal.
Jondal back to serve to start things off for the Cowgirls. Number 3, one of the leading servers for CGD. Her serve goes to the back row onto the left-hand corner. It's set, and it's just going to be bumped across, a free pass. Here is Conlon, Friesleben, Middleton, and in again. And Libero kind of reaching out, but not a lot of effort on that one. So that'll be Middleton's second kill of the day, and the Cowgirls up now 2-0. John still serving. Her serve this time comes right to the back row. Nice diving dig, and Cowgirls had to chase it back into play. John will just push it back with a free pass. Up for the kill, and this one is going to go to Drake, the sophomore. Makes it 2-1, and that's her first kill of the night, and, or I should say afternoon. I'll check that. Wait. I'm confused. Here's the dig. Oh, check that. It was a violation, and so the Cowgirls got the point, 3-1. Chasing it down. Here's the set. Drake dumps it across. Jondal, Middleton across. Here's the set. On the outside, they'll go. And to chase it into is Conlon, and it's going to go wide. So now 3-1 the score. And Garvin was able to get it across. And so 3-1, Garvin back serving for Wilton. Here comes the serve across. Jondal will get the first touch on it. Friesleben sets to the outside, and Middleton collects kill number 3, and the Cowgirls now up 4-1. Nicole Waters checking into the lineup, number 23. Friesleben back to serve. Her serve comes across right to the middle part of the back row. And Wilton, unable to get it across the net, goes off of Garvin to the net, and trying to pull it off is going to be Caffrey. And it's going to go off of her hands out of bounds. So Friesleben back to serve once again. 5-1 the score. Cowgirls with the lead. Here's the dig, the sets, and Garvin up. And just out of the reach of Friesleben. Dives out. Couldn't quite get a handle on it, so it's going to be Garvin's first kill of the night. 5-2 the score. Lang serve across to Jondal. Here's Friesleben. Middleton in the middle. Free pass to the corner. Jondal will keep it back alive again. Middleton again, and this time it drops right inside the back line. Middleton collects kill number 4. She's going to go back to serve. 6-2, Cowgirls with the lead. Serve across. Here's the set. Drake gets it across. Jondal, free pass it back. They set. Drake again. Into the block. Up. And it's touched. And so by the Cowgirls, the officials are going to say. So Garvin to get her second kill of the night. And that is going to be Drake back to serve for Wilton. 6-3 the score. Cowgirls out in front. Serve across. Here's Middleton. Friesleben. Lindemann on the outside, and Lang will get a hold of it. And a whistle. Point to the Cowgirls. A net violation whistled against the Beavers. So Lane back to serve. Lexi Lane, the freshman, number 8. She's serving from the right-hand side of the court. Right to the corner on the right-hand side is going to be Lang. The set up, just dumping it across. And they're going to say in. Caffrey will get the kill for... Will get the kill for the Beavers. Makes it 7-4. Here comes the serve. Linneman with the dig. Here's the set. Friesleib and Linneman again. And oh, that one, nobody near that one. Kendall Linneman with her first kill today. Makes it a 8-4 score.
Serving 23, Nicole Waters.
So Nicole Waters back to serve for the Cowgirls. Here comes serve across to be Drake. Set to the outside. And
Alexa Garvin with the kill.
Garvin
Substitution
gets
for
the kill, her
Cowgirls.
second on the night,
Emma Conlon
and
for
makes
Wilton,
it
number
8-5. Conlon coming into the lineup again for the Cowgirls.
Serrata will serve.
Serrata comes in for the Beavers. She's coming in for the service, number 19. She's serving right from the center part of the service area. Goes to Conlon. Here's the set to the outside. Linneman takes a lot off of it. Drake and up. And diving forward, trying to get underneath of it, was Jondal. She got to the ball, but just couldn't. She didn't have any momentum left to lift it into the air. Makes it 8-6. Cowgirls still up on top. Serrata with the serve. Comes across. This one goes to Jondal. She gets the dig. Here's the set. Linneman on the outside, off the block, and it's pulled out of the net. Free pass across. That's 4 hits, wasn't it? Yes. 4 hits. Okay, 4 hits called against Wilton, so it's going to be Cowgirl ball. Kendall Linneman back to serve. 9-6 the score. Cowgirls out in front. There's the serve. Drake, the dig, and trickery at the net. As Caffrey just kind of makes it look like she's going to set it, just dumps it across the net. So 9-7 the score. There's CGD still out in front. Serve on the way. Here's Conlon. Friesleib sets Middleton on the outside. This one's coming back here. Hey, I got to play the kite. How about that? The price of admission. And now everything I've said all season long about not wanting to be on the receiving side of one of Morgan Middleton's kill attempts, I can tell you firsthand, yeah, you don't want to. Jane Jottelback serving for the Cowgirls. Here comes the serve across. Right to the center part of the back row. The set on the outside. And off of the block is going to be Drake. And it's going to be a Wilton point. So 8-10, Cowgirls still out in front by 2. And back to serve is going to be Garvin. Serve on the way. Jondal, Friesleib, Middleton. And Middleton's going to drop it in. She came clear across court. Dropped it in right where the front row should be, so that's going to be another point for the Cowgirls. Makes the score 11-8. CGD out in front. Serve on the way. Here's the set. Up. And Drake, it's Jondal with the dig. Here's the set. Middleton up. And that one not coming back. 12-8. Middleton collects kill number 7. Kill number 7, and Elena Friesleib back, still serving for CGD. Lead is now 4. Biggest lead of the day. And nice job at the net, Middleton.
On the block, Morgan Middleton.
And timeout, maybe? Nope. Wilton's coach just wanting a little, she thought she saw something that didn't happen. The serve goes a little bit long. And it's going to make it 13-9. So Cowgirls still up by 4. Lang back to serve. We've gone through rotation. Jondal. Friesleib brings it back in. Lane. There's Lang. Drake puts it across, and the Cowgirls. Middleton sprawled out, tried to get to it. Linneman tried chasing it down, and it's going to come up short. Makes it 13-10. Lang back still to serve. More barrel for Wilton. Her serve across. Jondal. Friesleib up. And Middleton just kind of a free pass across. Here's the set to Drake off the block. Set again. This time they go to the outside, and it's going to be Garvin, Taylor Garvin, with the kill. It's going to be her second of the night, and it is a 2-point difference. 13-11. Cowgirls still out in front. Lang back to serve. Serve across, goes to Jondal. Here's Friesleben set, Middleton, and this one is off the block, and it's going to be Cowgirl points. So 14-11, Cowgirls will send Morgan Middleton back to serve. She's going to be serving from the right-hand corner. Across, and here's the dig. Sets up, and just tapping it across is Drake. Middleton, there's no tapping there. It goes off of the hands of Garvin into the nets and makes it a 4-point difference once again. 15-11 is the largest, ties up the largest lead of the afternoon so far by the Cowgirls. Middleton back, serve on the way. It comes across right to the center part of the court. Set up, Drake, and she'll get the kill. Drake collects kill number 4. Morgan Middleton with 10 kills already on the afternoon. Drake back serving. Linneman, Friesleben sets. Outside is Lane across. They set Garvin. She's just got to free pass it over. Linneman. And mistiming the jump a little bit at the net. It's going to be a 2-point difference, 15-13, as Drake comes back to serve again. Serve across, Jondal. Friesleben sets the outside. Waters. Free pass across to get up. Yep, going to be Garvin free passing it over. Waters, Linneman, and diving to get underneath of it is going to be Drake, but she's not going to be able to get there in time. So it's going to be Linneman with the kill, her third on the day so far. Makes it 16-13. Cowgirls back up by 3. Back, she's going to be serving just about center part of the service area. Garvin, here's the set to the outside, and this one's going into the stands, the bench at least, off of Caffrey. It's going to be her 4th kill, and back to serve will be Garvin. Taylor Garp. Linneman, Friesleben, and just tapping it across, just out of the reach of Drake is going to be Linneman. She'll collect kill number 4.
Substitution number 5.
Check that. Check that. We're going to call it a kill. In now is Taylor Dreyfall for Wilton. Here's just dumping it across. Jondal not being fooled this time. Up. And it's going to be just on the reach of Waters. She couldn't quite get to it in time. Traub into the front row for the Cowgirls. 15-17. Cowgirls still up by 2. Pull up by 4, and then they end up getting them back in by 2. Right now is Sharada's serve. Jondal, Friesleben, Middleton. There's the set. Jondal keeps it alive. Friesleben, Middleton again, and this one goes long. So now a 1-point difference, 17-16. 17-16. Cowgirls still up by 1. Sharada's serve from the center part of the service area. Jondal bringing it back into play is Linneman. Free pass across. Here goes for the kill. It's Jondal. Here's the set to Linneman off the block. Drake will set. And this one goes wide, side out, off of Alexa Garvin. So the Cowgirls will pick up a point. It makes it 18-16. CGD still out in front by 2. Lindemann back for her serve. Comes across right to the center part to Drake. Here's the set. Drake up. And this one, Jondal chasing it down. Keeps it in play. Free pass across by Friesleben. Friesleben sets Middleton. Drake will bump it near the nets. Garvin deep, and it goes out. 19-16 Cowgirls. Going to force the Beavers of Wilton to take a timeout. A 3-point difference. Cowgirls up 19-16. And Morgan Middleton, 10 kills so far. Kendall Lindemann, 3. And we've got more action coming up right here on CGDsports.net. Well, I was watching some video on Snapchat last night of Hanson and Sons Tire out doing some repair work. They go all over. They were in Fort Dodge at like, dark 30. And then they also were out in the farm field doing a repair on a tire. 24 hour on the farm emergency service, complete automotive repair. And you know what? They have got a great staff there to get you all taken care of. It's Hanson and Sons Tire, 3 locations to serve you in Kanawha, also in Randall, and right there in Clarion, in their new location on Central Avenue East. We're back into the action here from the Girls State Volleyball Tournament. The Cowgirls facing off against the Beavers of Wilton.
Number 4, Kendall Lindemann will serve for Clarion-Goldfield-Dows.
Lindemann back to serve. And the serve comes across. It'll be Lang, the libero. Here's the set. They go to the outside, and it goes wide. So the Cowgirls pick up another point. 5 points away from wrapping up set number 1. 20-16 the lead. Lindemann back serving. It's that 4-point lead. Now it goes long. Goes long, so the points. So the point will go to Wilton. That makes it 20-17. Serve across. It's the set from Friesleben. Middleton. And diving to get underneath of it is Dreyfall, but she can't. She had to dive out. Fully extended, couldn't do anything with it after she got there. Makes it 21-17. John will back to serve for the Cowgirls. John will serve across. It goes long. They're just exchanging long serves right now. Back to, it's going to be Alexa Garvin back to serve. 21-18. Cowgirls still up by 3. Goes long. 22-18. That one was intended for Emma Conlon, and she didn't have to worry about it. She'll check out, and coming in is Nicole Waters, number 3. Frieslaven's serve is on the way. There's the set. Drake at the net, and it's going to be another kill for Drake, for Kelsey Drake. That'll be her 5th kill of the afternoon. Mallory Lang will come back to serve for Wilton. 22-19. Her serve across. Jondal. Frieslaven. And in. Nice job by Middleton. Dropped it just inside the left-hand sideline. She'll go back to serve. 23-19. Wilton's going to take another timeout. Trying to maybe cool the Cowgirls off. I don't see it happening. But anyway, we've got more action coming up right here. Clarion's very own CGDsports.net. Welcome back to CGDsports.net. Cowgirls up right now 23-19 over Wilton, set number 1. Sage and Beckman over on the other courts right now.
Number 17, Morgan Middleton.
Just getting underway, 6-4 the score. Middleton, it's going to be back serving for the Cowgirls from the corner. Serve on the way. Here's the dig, the set. Drake up, drops it over the top. Middleton, and mistimes the jump a little bit. Goes into the net, makes it 23-20.
Back to serve number 1, Kelsey Drake.
Drake gets back to serve for Wilton. Serve across, Jondal first touch. Here's the set. Lindemann, that's going to be Lang, but it's going to go into the actually behind the benches. So Kendall Lindemann collects kill number 4, and that is going to put service back into the hands of the Cowgirls. Set point for Lexi Lane and the Cowgirls. Right center right in the center part of the service area. Serve comes across. Here's the dig, the set from Drake, and Friesleben sets. Linneman off the block, and it's just going to be a free pass across. Linneman, and back again, and this one's going backwards, and Wilton hanging on. 21-24 as Caffrey will get the kill. Her sixth. Taylor Garvin back to serve for Wilton. 24-21 the score. Cowgirls out in front. This is still set point. Serve across. Linneman up for the kill, and this timing the jump makes it 24-22. Still set point, though. Still set points. Garvin, serve across. Linneman. Here's Friesleben set. And it goes long. And that takes away set point, 24-23. The the Cowgirls of Clarion-Goldfield-Dows will take a timeout. They lead by 1, 24-23, and they got to try to cool off this Taylor Garvin serve to get back on track. North Iowa Real Estate, one of the fine sponsors bringing you the action for Cowboy football and Cowgirl volleyball all season long, and they will be with us throughout the winter months as well. Well, you know what? If you're looking to sell a house, you need to make sure that you follow a lot of rules and regulations. You don't want to get yourself in trouble. And so to do that, you need to have somebody who has all the experience, the knowledge, knows the laws, knows the rules, and all that fun stuff, just like North Iowa Real Estate. And if you're looking to buy a house, we've got a great selection, and they'll be able to walk you through easy, step-by-step. If you'd like to see what they have to offer, you can give them a call or look them up online, northiowarealestate.com. Serve on the way. Here's the dig from Linneman to set. Back over to Kendall. And that kill is good. Kendall Linneman's fifth kill will make it a 25-23. That's it for the Cowgirls. Winning, they will win set number 1, 25-23. So CGD victorious, 25-23. Nobody really took a huge lead by any means. It was all just kind of back and forth. Both teams switching sides. The big lead was 4, actually 5. I take that back, 5 at one point. And then it kind of changed after that. Went back and forth with the Cowgirls victorious. Set number 1. Let's take just a quick look and see how Wilton got here. They faced Durant in the first round. They won that one with a sweep 3-0. Then it was off to North Cedar, actually against North Cedar, but they won that one 3-0. And then they had to face West Branch to make it 2-state 3-1, the final on that. It is a back-to-back state tournament appearance for Wilton, their 5th trip in school history. They fell in the first round of Beckman Catholic last year in the tournament. Now the Cowgirls, of course, their trip here was a clean sweep all the way through. They played Manson Northwest Webster at home, and that was a 3-0 win. Then it was South Central Calhoun, a sweep there, 3-0. And then East Sac County, that was also a sweep. So they swept their way through. Clarion-Goldfield-Dows making the second straight trip to Cedar Rapids after qualifying Class 3A last season. It's 2A this year, and the 4th trip to the state tournament in school history. Cowgirls, young and talented, no seniors on the team. Yeah, that's something to really look forward. I mean, I'm not looking forward to next year at this point yet. Let's take this one match at a time. Where the Cowgirls right now leading 25-23. We have got some. I'll tell you what, it's exciting. Cowgirls, if they win today, they will play tomorrow, and they will play the winner of the Beckman Catholic and I believe Osage matchup. Check that, Beckman Catholic and Van Buren. That one happened already. Beckman Catholic victorious in that. And that will be at 4 o'clock tomorrow right here on this same court, as a matter of fact. Gina Bossett checking in, says she's listening. Well, hey, thank you very much for doing that. And I'll say hi to everybody back in the Dows area there. Kendall Linneman is going to be going back to start serving. She just waved. You know, one thing I'm loving about this right now, the Cowgirls are having fun. They're just enjoying the day, and it's, you can tell. You can tell the smiles on the faces. They are set and ready to go. Kendall's going to be back serving to start things off. If you'd like to check in, you can send me a message also, either via Facebook through the Clarion Sports Booster site, or you can text me directly, however you'd like to. Get you on that broadcast. Linneman's serve comes across. It's going to start things off, and it goes just a hair bit long, unfortunately. So the Cowgirls will drop 1 point to Wilton, and they trail now 1-0. Alyssa Garvin back to serve. Her serve comes across. Here is Conlon. Middleton, and it's kept in play. Free pass across, and a whistle. A double hit called against the, holy cow, they let anybody in this place. How you doing, man? It's, oh. Here goes the sets. Just a free pass across Middleton. Here's the set up to Middleton again from Friesleben. This one's not coming back. And the Cowgirls up now 2-1. Middleton picking up her 14th kill of the day. It was actually a guy that used to be the broadcaster at the sports broadcaster at KHBT in Humboldt. He's working out of the Pleasant area. Pleasant Hill? No. Pleasant Valley area. Here's the set. And nice job by Lexi Lane. She collects her first kill of the day. So Lane will get the kill, and John will back to serve, serving from the corner. Nice long serve. Lang gets underneath of it, bringing it back into play, and then Lang will just free pass it across. Jondal, here's nice job by Friesleben. Looked like she was going to set it, and then nope, dumps it across on her own. So she'll collect her first kill of the day, and she has one. Jondal back to serve. 4-1 Cowgirls. Serve across. Here is the dig from Lang, and it's going to go back across. Lindemann. Friesleben sets. Middleton, and that one's not coming back. Morgan Middleton, kill number 15. So Jondal back serving 5-1. Jump serve comes across right to the center part. Lang, here's the set. And Garvin back across. Friesleben sets. Lane back up, and Garvin will pass it across again. Conlon, Middleton, and keeping it alive. And this time it's going to be Alexa Garvin with the dig, but nobody there to pull it off the net. And Wilton's going to take a timeout as they trail now by 5. Early in set number 2, 6-1. And we've got the rest of set number 2 coming your way. 25-23, the score of the first one, and more action coming up right here on cgdsports.net. First Citizens Bank in Clarion, strong, stable, deeply rooted in Northern Iowa. They've been around for over 100 years, a long time. They know how to do things right, and very community involved. You're going to love it. First Citizens, you go in there, they're going to call you by name. They're going to get to know you personally. And then they're going to do things, you're going to see them on the community, getting involved with school stuff, with different other community events, being a part and proud of the communities they serve. It is the fine folks at First Citizens Bank in Clarion.
After the
Timeout ends, and Jaden Jondal still serving for the Cowgirls. 6-1 the score. CGD out in front. Serve on the way. Here's the dig, the set from Lang. Drake up, and Jondal will get the dig, but kind of goes into the net. Middleton not able to pull it out, and it's going to get 6-2. So Lang for Wilton will head back to serve. Comes across, and just a little bit wide. Cowgirls pick up the point, now lead by 5 once again, 7-2. Waters will come in, Conlon will head out. Friesleben back to serve. She's serving from about center part of the service area. Serve across, and this one goes into the net. Kind of rushed it a little bit, but no big deal. Makes it 7-3. Just shake that off, come back. Drake back to serve for Wilton. She's serving from the corner. Left-hand side, comes across. It's Middleton. Jondal, Middleton again, tapping it over. Garvin, and this one kind of a weird spin on it, but Middleton up off the block. Wilton keeping it alive. They go to Garvin again, and this one is going to be Linneman with the set, or excuse me, with the dig. Double hit called against the Cowgirls, so point for Wilton. Drake back to serve. 7-4, Cowgirls with the lead. It's Linneman, Friesleben, Middleton. And this one, Garvin just put her hands up trying to protect herself, basically. Now it's going to make it kill number 17, Morgan Middleton. Number 17 heads back for service, serving from the left-hand side, left-hand corner, crossed. It goes a little bit long. Makes it 5-8, Cowgirls with the lead. A big chunk of the points have been from long serves. Serve across, Middleton. Friesleben sets, Lane. Here's the sets, and it'll be Jondal keeping it back in play. Linneman across, it clips the top of the net and drops in on Wilton's side. Points to the Cowgirls. It just clipped the top of the net and looked like it was going to drop, and it flipped over the other way and dropped down. So Waters back in, Traub in now as Jondal comes out. It's back to serve his Lane. Goes to Lang across the other side. And Cowgirls a little early on the celebration. Waters up for the kill. Here's the set. Just a free pass across. Middleton, and a point. Double hit called against the Cowgirls. So that's going to put the ball back over into the hands of Wilton. 9-6. Cowgirls still within, still ahead by 3. Serrata comes into serve, number 19 for Wilton. Right in the center part of the service area, it's Linneman. And she's going to hit it off the block. It's going to come back on the Cowgirl side. McCaffrey with the block. It's going to make it 9-7. Cowgirls with the lead still. Serrata still back serving. Serve comes across. It's going to go to Jondal. Waters. Linneman will just bump it across. Serrata dives forward. And this one goes. Cowgirls will collect another point. 7-10 the score. Nicole Waters back to serve. Across. Here's the set. Drake up for the kill. And Traub, what a great block at the net. And the Cowgirls, though, cannot get the ball back across. Oh, it looked like the Cowgirls that were successful are going to collect the point, and Wilton able to pull it out and make it a 2-point match now. 8-10 the score. Here's the serve. Jondal. Friesleben dumps it across. And this one's going back off of Conlon. It'll be out. Drake gets another kill, collects her 7th. Caffrey back serving 10-9 Cowgirls. Serve across. Jondal with the dig. Here's the set from Friesleben. Linneman. Kendall finding a great spot. Goes away from her body. Instead of coming across, she goes away from it. Knocks it right inside the line. And Kendall back to serve now. We've gone all the way through the service rotation. 11-9 Cowgirls up by 2. Here comes the serve. The set is actually just to Drake. And she's going to dump it across. Over the top of Traub and Friesleben. Dropped out of the reach of the back row. Makes it a 1-point difference again. Linneman with the dig. Here's the set from Friesleben out to Middleton. Up and down the line. And now back to a 2-point lead for the Cowgirls. 12-10. Middleton picking up kill number 18. John back for service. Serve on the way. It is a nice deep serve to the back row. And Friesleben there to make sure that it doesn't come back over. Makes it a 3-point Cowgirl lead now, 13-10. CGD with the lead. John will serve from the corner on the left-hand side. Into the center part of the back row. Drake up. John keeps it alive. Friesleben. Middleton. Back across. John Friesleben. This time it's going to be Lane. Linneman. Friesleben and Middleton. And Linneman will get it back across. Keeps the Cowgirls alive. And Middleton will just kind of dump it back across. Makes it 14-10. Her 19th kill of the night so far. And John back to serve. Right supposed to be to the libero, but stepping in front is going to be, I can't even tell you who it was. Oh, it was 11. Overson. So an ace serve for Jaden Jondal. Lead 5. Here's the set. And up. Off the block. Linneman, Friesleben, Middleton. This one out the block and long out the backside. Makes it a 6-point difference, 16-10. Cowgirls rolling right now. Middleton, 20 kills on the day as another serve from Jondal. Ace serve, Jaden Jondal. Her second ace of this service. Second ace of this service. Boy, she is just on fire today. Serve across. The dig. The sets, they go to Garvin, and it long. Cowgirl lead now 18-10, and timeout's going to be called by Wilton. Timeout. It took them long enough, I'm telling you. The wheels are coming off their bus really fast, and they're not making the call. So the Cowgirls will take the timeout, and CGD with the lead right now, 18-10. CGD leading 18-10 with the Cowgirls out in front on this one with just great play all around. I mean, you couldn't point out one person. You got Kendall Linneman with 6 kills so far, 2 for Elena Friesleben, and Morgan Middleton with 20. Lexi Lane has 1 on the day so far. So actually, if you add up all of Wilton's kills, they do not have enough to tie Morgan. They're still too short. So back still serving is Jondal. Jaden back in the corner on the left-hand side. Serve comes across, and it is going to go right to the middle part of the back row. Here's the sets. They go to Garvin, and it drops across the net, just barely, but Middleton has to get it back across. Wilton is Drake sending it deep. Middleton and Linneman gets underneath of it. Lang set to Drake, and it's going to go back to Linneman again. She'll get it to Friesleben, Middleton, and this one point to Wilton. I'm not quite sure what there was a violation called against the Cowgirls. 18-11. Lang back to serve, the libero for Wilton. Her serve comes across. It's Linneman with the dig. Here's the set from Friesleben to Middleton on the outside. And across Garvin to Garvin. And they go back to the corner. And it was actually a really good place to put that. So that's going to make it 18-12. As Lang still back serving. Cowgirls up by 6. So they've got a pretty decent lead established. Set. Friesleben gets back across. Middleton sends it deep. They set. Drake back in. Middleton gets it back across. Friesleben will set Middleton again on the outside. And this one in. just inside the back line. Makes it 19-12, and it's going to bring Lena Friesleben back to serve. So Emma Conlon out, and Nicole Waters in up front, and Friesleben back serving 19-12. Cowgirls with the lead. Serve across. Here's the dig. The set from Garvin to Garvin, and Wilton. Back. Again, another kill for Morgan. 22 on the night. And the Cowgirls now up by 8 once again. And Friesleben back to serve. Right in the center parts. Goes to the right just a hair bit. Now serve across. Drake up for the kill, and that one's going to drop in. So Drake will get the kill. That's going to be her 9th on the day. 20-13 the score. Cowgirls still up by 7. Drake back serving. Serve across. Jondal. Friesleben sets. Middleton up. Nice way to come across her body and a little trickery. Drake. Jondal keeps it alive. Friesleben pulls it away from the net. Middleton again, and this one's going up into the net that divides the two courts. So Morgan Middleton will collect another kill, and the Cowgirls another point. Morgan back to serve, serving 21-13. 22-14. Taylor Garvin will get the kill. Taylor Garvin back to serve for Wilton. That's her 4th kill of the day. Serve across, comes to Jondal right in the middle of the back row. Here's the set, and they go to Lane. Set, Garvin, and Jondal right there. Friesleben sets. Middleton in the middle. Garvin. And this one, they can't get it over the net. So the Cowgirls collect another point. 2 points away from wrapping up set number 2. 23-14 the score right now. As Lexi Lane will head back. Summer Traub checking into the front row for CGD. Coming out is going to be Jondal. Here's the dig. The sets. Drake up and Middleton. Friesleben keeping it alive, and Middleton back across. Drake again, this time sets. And collecting the kill this time around is going to be Caffrey. 23-15, Serrata comes in to serve. Serve on the way from Serrata goes to Jondal. Kind of a knuckleball type serve. Here's the set. They go to the outside to Garvin. Jondal gets the dig. The set to Lindemann from Friesleben. Back across. Drakel set. This time Garvin up, and it's going to drop in. Out of the reach of Middleton. Over the top of Friesleben. So it's going to make it 23-16. Cowgirls still up by 7. Serrata still back serving. Serve on the way. It's Lindemann with the dig. Set. Friesleben, Traub, and it goes, catches at the top of the net, drops down. Make it a 6-point difference, 23-17. Caffrey will get the block. Serve across. It's Lindemann. Friesleben sets. Middleton, and it goes long. This is what we saw last time, and timeouts can be taken by the Cowgirls. We saw the same thing last set. The Cowgirls got themselves out in front, by quite a bit, and then all of a sudden we come back, and it's Wilton dragging themselves back into it. Just one little mistake at a time gets made, and that kind of it's Cowgirls still able to come out strong in that last one, 25-23. They lead 23-18 in set number 2. And we've got Wilton waiting for Wilton to come back out onto the court. If the Cowgirls win, once again, they will play Beckman Catholic. It's 41-8 now, number 2 seed. They would play them tomorrow at 4 p.m. right here on this same court, in the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids.
After the timeout, Peyton Serrata serving for Wilton.
Serrata back serving. Right in the center of the service area, it goes to Jondal. Jondal will set, or get it to Friesleben will set. Linneman across for the kill attempt. It's kind of free pass back. Jondal kind of have to chase it back. Friesleben pulls it away from the net. Linneman again. This time they go Garvin, and it drops in just out of the reach of Middleton. And Wilton sneaking themselves back into this one. Serrata still back serving. 23-19. Serrata's serve. It's Linneman diving into it. Taps it across. Pulls it back out of the net. And they're going to call 2 hits against Kendall. Wilton now within 3. Serrata back serving. Cowgirl's got to refocus. Linneman. Friesleben sets. Linneman in the middle, and Kendall's like, that's it. We're done playing. Picks up kill number 7. Lang comes in for Wilton. Waters back to serve, set points. Right in the center part of the service area. Across, it goes to Lang. Chasing it down, and just free pass it across. There's Traub, Friesleben, and Linneman dumping it, and that's it. The Cowgirls will win the second set, 25-20.
Clarion-Goldfield-Dows wins set 2.
So set number 2 going to the Cowgirls as well. They lead now 2-0. Both squads will switch sides. We'll be back in just a couple minutes right here with more action from the Girls High School State Volleyball Tournament in Cedar Rapids, the U.S. Cellular Center, right here on CGDsports.net. Welcome back to CGDsports.net. The Cowgirls getting ready to roll here in about 45 seconds. The Cowgirls. CGD fans loud. Wilton, did they bring anybody? It was awfully quiet. I don't know. Weird. Cowgirls up right now. 2-0. 23-25, 20-25. Cowgirls with this one, if Wilton doesn't get something figured out, Cowgirls will be playing tomorrow. And honestly, what I'm seeing right now, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. They have been you could tell. This is not the team. Last year, the team came out and they went up against Kemper, number 1. I mean, they were just wow. That's Class 3A. You come down here to 2A, and Wilton, a solid team. I mean, they've kept it close. But you've got a whole new attitude. They're not the timid, oh my gosh, this room is so big thing. They just come in and they just play. And it's going to be Kelsey Drake starting things off for Wilton. Here we go, Cowgirls. Friesleven, Middleton across, and it's going to drop right in between about 4 Wilton defenders. Nobody can get to it in time, and the Cowgirls will take the lead, 1-0. I was confused to look at the scoreboard, and it said 2-0. I was like, oh yeah, excuse me, 1-0. They took it back out. Jondal serving from the left-hand side into the libero Lang. Here's the set, and boom, across. Middleton again from the outside. Lang, Drake setting. And Garvin, check that. Caffery brings it back into play, makes it 1-1, and Taylor Garvin back to serve for the Beavers. Hey, a shout out to Tess and the Yackel family listening. Thank you very much for the shout out back. Middleton down the line, goes a little bit wide, and Wilton up by 1 now, 2-1. I'm trying to think if they've led it all this in this match. I think this might be their first time. Set, Friesleven, and the Cowgirls. Jondal dives, gets it back across. It's going to be Middleton up for the kill. Here's the set. They go from the middle again. A lot of middle. They set to the middle a lot with this Wilton squad. Lang bringing it back in play, and back across is going to be Garvin. And the Cowgirls unable, Linneman had a hand on it, but Cowgirls unable to get it back across the net. And Garvin back to serve for Wilton. 3-1 the score. CGD trailing by 2, but they lead 2-0. Here's Linneman with the dig. Here's the set from Friesleven. Out to Middleton across, and it'll be Garvin. Drake pulling it away from the nets. Free pass across. And up. Middleton dumps it. It's going to go into the net. Jondal will pull it out of the net. Drake up for Wilton, and it's going to go across, and the Cowgirls cannot return it. Alexa Garvin collects a kill. She has 5 on the day so far. Across, it's going to be Linneman. Friesleven sets, and Lane into the block. It comes back onto the Cowgirls side. Lane again, free passes it. Lang, Drake sets, and dumping it across. They set, and it goes long. Cowgirls will take a timeout. They trail by 4, 5-1. As CGD kind of struggling to get a little defense going here, but that's all right. Lots of time left. It's early in this set. Cowgirls leading 25-23, 25-20, 2-0. They trail this set 5-1. More action coming up in about 30 seconds. I'm going to take a quick breather, get something to drink, and be right back here on cgdsports.net. Welcome back, cgdsports.net. Taylor Garvin still back serving. 5-1 Wilton's lead in set number 3. Serve across. Here is Middleton. Friesleven sets. Middleton taps it across. Lang up. And this time it's going to be wide again. Caffery was able to just free pass it across, and the Cowgirl answer was just a little bit wide. Clarissa Hasty checking in for Conlin. Here comes the serve. It's Jondal. Friesleven brings it back into play. Drake. Up. And Jondal, and it's going, Hasty kept it in play. And Lindemann got it back across. Hasty diving forward, trying to get underneath it as Caffery finds a an opening in the Cowgirl defense, and it's now a 6-point lead, 7-1. Taylor Garvin still back serving. Serve across. Here's Jondal with the dig. Here's the set from Friesleben. Middleton. Garvin back across. Garvin. And diving to try to get underneath of it was Lang, and it's going to go over the Wilton bench. And the Cowgirls will get the service back now. Waters comes in to the front row. Hasty will head back out, and Friesleben back to serve for CGD. 7-2. Cowgirls trail set number 3 after winning the first 2. Here's Lang. Caffrey, and then Drake. And Drake will collect her 10th kill. All of a sudden, Wilton with a different mindset, it seems like. Lang back to serve, the libero for Wilton. Her serve comes across. Here's the set to Middleton, and Morgan's like, okay, I'm done. I'm just so done. It's not, yeah. She collects kill number 25 on the afternoon. Actually, Wilton has now tied Morgan's kill thing. 3 players with 25 total. Here's Lang. Set. Drake up, and it's going to be Jondal with the dig. Here's Waters just dumping it across. They're going to call a double hit against Nicole Waters. So it's going to be 9-3. Caffrey back to serve for Wilton. Middleton, Friesleben. Wilton up now by 6 again, 10-4. Drake picks up her 11th kill. Back is going to be Alexa Garvin to serve. Her sister, Taylor Garvin, comes into the lineup. Middleton. Friesleben sets. Linneman off the block. Here's the set. And Garvin back across. Not quite sure who's shedding above me, but they should leave their pets at home. So Taylor Garvin with the kill, and that is going to be goes wide. Makes it 11-5. Cowgirls trailing by 6. Waters back to serve. We're in set number 3. If you're just joining us, Cowgirls winning the first one 25-23. Second one 25-20. Waters serve into the net. Serrano checks in. And so Ovson comes back in at row for Wilton. Serrano's serve across. It's Jondal. Friesleben, Linneman back in. It's going to be pushed right back across. And Traub gets it over the net. It drops in on the Wilton side. Just flipped over and dropped down. So Summer Traub will get her second kill of the day. And the Cowgirls close the gap a little bit. 12-6 the score. Kendall Linneman back to serve. Serving from the right-hand side. Up, Garvin. Mistimes her jump into the nets. The Cowgirls have closed the gap now to within 5. 12-7. Kendall back serving. Across. It's Drake. And she'll just dump the ball across. Friesleben will set. Middleton. Back over is Garvin. They set again, and Drake. And it comes right back off the block, and it'll go off a Caffrey. And the Cowgirls now close the gap to 4. 12-8. It's Friesleben with the block, and the Cowgirls will send Kendall Linneman back center of the service area. Serve comes across, right to the middle of the back row. Lang, the dig goes to Drake over the top, and the Cowgirls do not have an answer for that one. Drake will collect her 12th kill of the day, and that'll be Drake coming back to serve.
Kelsey Drake will serve.
This Wilton team also very young. Friesleben and Middleton will free pass it over. Draco sets. Caffrey. And she finds a spot. Conlon diving, trying to get underneath of it. Can't quite get there in time. Makes it 14-8. So Drake comes back to serve once again. Clarissa Hasty checks back into the lineup for the Cowgirls. Right into the middle part of the back row as Conlon will come out. Serve across. Sets and Middleton. Boom, drops it right in the back corner on the left-hand side, and Middleton will collect another kill. 26 on the day so far. Jondal back to serve, serving from the left-hand corner. Serve comes across. It's Lang. Here's the set from Drake. Up, Caffrey, and Hasty back across. They go deep. Hasty again. Jondal. Middleton up across. Drake. And just a free pass across again. Friesleben sets. Middleton, and that one's definitely not coming back by the Beavers. Makes it 14-11 as the Cowgirls collect the point. Jondal back to serve. Cowgirls trying to climb back into this one. And ace serve. Jaden Jondal, that should be her third ace of the night. And a timeout's going to be taken by Wilton as they've seen a big lead slip away now to just two. 14-12, Cowgirls with the lead. We're back in just about 45 seconds right here at cgdsports.net. First State Bank, Town & Country Insurance. At First State Bank, they have got a wide variety of locations for you. Banking-wise, you're looking at mobile banking, internet, ATMs, debit cards, the whole gambit. They've got it all there for you. At Town & Country Insurance, their dedication to their clients has made them one of the top insurance agencies in North Central Iowa and fastest growing in North Central Iowa. It's First State Bank, Town & Country Insurance. Welcome back to cgdsports.net. The Cowgirls had been down by 8 actually at one point. Now within 2, 14-12 in set number 3. Jaden Jondal back serving. She's had 3 aces on the day so far, and her serve comes across right to the center, and there's another ace. Back-to-back ace serves by Jaden Jondal. Back-to-back ace serves. Cowgirls now within 1. Here's the set by Drake. They go to Caffrey and Linneman. Hasty. Middleton back across. Drake, Caffrey. Garvin, on the outside. Middleton, free pass across. Drake. Caffrey. Back across again. Friesleben will just kind of dump it over. Free pass again. Hasty backing up and gets it over. Middleton into the block, and it's going to come down on the Wilton side. Goes off of Caffrey. And the Cowgirls tied up 14 apiece. Jondal back serving. Serve across. And ace serve again for Jondal. 5 ace serves on the day. And Jaden Jondal just lighted it up from the service line. As the Cowgirls come from behind to take the lead, 15-14. Here's the serve. It's Drake. Now Garvin up off the block. Drake pushes it across. Hasty diving to get underneath of it. Friesleben sets. Middleton up, and it's not coming back. And the Cowgirls now up by 2. 16-14. CGD with the lead. Serve across. Here's the dig from Lang, the set from, and just dumped across. Middleton up. And it's tipped as it goes out. And the Cowgirls now up by 3, 17-14, as Jondal heads back for yet another serve. Still serving from that corner. Crossed. It's going to be Drake setting Caffrey. Tips across by Middleton. Caffrey sets. Drake pushes it deep. Hasty. Middleton, and it's up. And this time, it's going to be Friesleben tipping it. And Wilton will get the point. Garvin will get the serve as she got the kill as well. She has 6 on the night so far. Here comes the serve across the set, and nobody there for the Cowgirls. Set went. Middleton came too far over, and Lane thought Middleton was going to get it. And a miscommunication makes it a 1-point difference again, 17-16. Garvin back to serve for Wilton. Serve comes across. Here's Linneman, comes up, gets the dig. Here's the set from Friesleben. Middleton off the block. And points to the Cowgirls. Middleton will get the kill, makes it a 2-point lead again, 18-16. Waters comes in, Hasty will come out. Drake will come in for Wilton. They set Drake, pushes it back a little bit. Friesleben will set Middleton. It's kind of where Garvin put her hands up. It went sideways off her hands. Trevel was back there, but was going the opposite direction. And anyway, here comes the serve from the Cowgirls. And an ace serve for Friesleben. Wilton takes a timeout as the Cowgirls knock it on the door of a shutout. 20-16 right now over the Beavers of Wilton. We're going to take a quick timeout. Back in just a moment with more action right here on CGDsports.net. Midwest Warehouse Solutions, one of the fine sponsors bringing you the action today from the girls' state wrestling. How about volleyball tournament? Let's take one sport at a time. And they would like to thank you for your patronage, for tuning in to the broadcast. And, you know, if you're, let's say you put up a machine shed, you need more storage room, they can help you out with that. They can design systems. They've got the equipment. They can install it, put it in for you. They can also do some shipping if you need that done. It's Midwest Warehouse Solutions with Tim and Brandy Henniger. Speaking of wrestling, coming up on Friday nights is going to be Meet the Wrestler night at the high school. A chance to come out and see the Cowboy Wrestling. Going to be a pretty good squad this year. We lost a few seniors last year, but we've got some great kids stepping in to fill some holes. Friesleben back to serve right now for the Cowgirls. We're back underway in this state tournament volleyball matchup. Drake drops it. Lindemann will get it. Friesleben up. Lane back across. Friesleben. And Middleton finds a hole for it.
Friesleben serving substitution. Number 8, Jocelyn Zazier for Wilton.
Jocelyn Zazier comes in for Wilton. Here comes the serve. It's going to be set. Chasing it down. Keeping it alive is going to be Friesleben. It'll be just a free pass across by Middleton. Lang, and then they go, and it's going to be Wilton with Caffery getting it back across for Wilton, collecting the point. Her 11th kill of the afternoon. Back to serve is going to be Lang. She's the libero. 21-17 the score. Across, it goes to Jondal. Set up, Middleton. And it drops right inside the line. That is not coming back. Middleton, kill number 34 on the day. 22-17, Morgan Middleton back to serve. Here's Drake and, sorry, it was Caffery grabs the ball and just throws it in the net. Well, the Cowgirls looking at the sweep right now, getting real close, 23-17. Serve across, Lang. Back up is going to be Linneman off the block, and the Cowgirls are 1 point away from a sweep here at the state volleyball tournament, round number 1. And just got a message from Danny and the crew at the Grounded family, the Conlins. All cheering for the Cowgirls to shut out the Beavers of Wilton. Here's the serve, the set across, and it's going to go off the block. And the Cowgirls keep it alive. Middleton pushes it deep. Here's Lang. Here's the set from Drake, and across off the block, and it's coming down. The Cowgirls will be playing again tomorrow. They sweep at the state tournament, 25-23, 25-20, 25-17. Cowgirls continue. That is 4 straight tournament sweeps for the Cowgirls, 3 in the regionals and 1 in the state tournament. So the Cowgirls playing again tomorrow right here, court number 2, and they'll be playing against Beckman Catholic out of Dyersville, and that is the number 2 seed. Let's just take a quick look at the folks from the folks. How about the girls? The ladies, however you want to look at it, from Beckman Catholic. The Trailblazers, they are 41-8 coming into today.
Their team trophy. Each participating player will receive a medallion and commemorative volleyball presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union.
And they have a pretty balanced senior, junior, sophomore group. And height-wise, 2'5'10" and 1'5'11", so for their starters. So not a tall team by any means, but still one of the top teams in the state. They've been in the 2-3 spot most of the season. So Morgan Middleton, they just announced a new match record at the state tournament, 34 kills. So the Cowgirls will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And I don't know, that's pretty exciting. It's, you know what, I said Beckman Catholic. We don't know, actually, I guess, on that one. They still have to play. That should have already been decided. That should have been the 2 o'clock. Cowgirls are coming out victorious in this one. And they've got another matchup tomorrow, 4 o'clock. We'll have the call for you right here on cgdsports.net. So congratulations. Thank you to the sponsors for bringing you the action from the state volleyball tournament right here. And the crowd on their feet right now, congratulating the girls as they will play another day. We'll have the call for you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We'll be on about 10 minutes till with the action right here at cgdsports.net.